So today I thought I'd try a new concept, which is a time lapse of me painting a Christmas present. Well, I'm not gonna paint an actual gift, but I'm gonna paint something that's going to be a gift. I started sketching the outline for this many months ago, and since then it has been collecting dust. But now I decided to just go for it. At this point I know that the car is going to be red with 2 passengers, but nothing else, so I'll just start with that. And this is not done in one sitting. I think I've painted maybe 4 or 5 different times, so the lighting and my clothing changes throughout the video. I'm not really sure how to make a video like this. Do I talk? Do I not talk? Anyway, I'm talking now to explain things to you. So if you would have liked the video to be a different way, then feel free to leave some feedback, as I'm out of my territory here. And by the way, does anyone know how to properly clean brushes? I have synthetic acrylic brushes, and at first I thought they'd be ruined by water, so I tried cleaning them with oil, but then Google told me to use lukewarm water and soap, which has worked much better, but they still go very stiff after cleaning. So here are the results after day 1. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. That's all I need. And I'm actually happy with those different shades of red. I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but you can tell that they are different parts of the car. And if you haven't figured it out yet, this is not a how-to video. This is a let's just see what happens video. Because I don't really know how to paint, but it's fun, so let's do it. I'm also going for a jazzy sound for this video because it's just so relaxing. I think liking jazz is really a sign of maturity, because I didn't like it when I was younger, and now I feel like it embodies me. And if you've ever seen Grantchester, which is a show about a vicar and a cop solving murders together, you will have seen Sydney, which I think is the first vicar, have a drink and listen to jazz when he's in a predicament or on his downtime. And I didn't get that at first, but now, a few years in, I get it. I don't get the drink, but I get the jazz part. Alright, moving on to the passengers now. We don't know where they're going, where they're heading, but we'll just paint them anyway. In hindsight, perhaps I could have done this in a more clever way, because I had to paint the windshield after painting the passengers, which might have not been my smartest move, but at the same time we have to live in the moment and appreciate that we can just do things that we like doing instead of thinking about whether there should be a windshield or not. So yeah. There's this game show in Sweden where you in advance buy a lottery ticket and then sit in front of the TV and hope that the numbers on your ticket show up. And if they do, you can call the show and get prizes and so on. That's besides the point. But while they wait for the next number to show up on screen, this is exactly the music that they play. And they drop a comment every now and then, and they wait a bit, and it just feels exactly what we're doing here now. Though that show is mostly praised by the elderly, and I'm guessing most of you are younger than 75. Anyway, it's a tradition to watch this show around Christmas and New Year's Eve, so it feels right and super cozy that this reminds me of that. No one of my age actually knows how to get a hold of these lottery tickets, but everyone has them. I think the day I'll buy one, there's no turning back. That's my youth gone with one purchase. Though I'll happily watch the show, but I don't like to gamble, and I also want to keep my youth a little bit longer. So now apparently I have decided that there's going to be a sky, and I don't have a lot of paint left because these containers are so small. And now I went to read on the packaging, and it says that you're supposed to dilute the paint using water. Wow, I definitely should have known that. I guess that's why it's called acrylic. Wow, I wasted so much paint. The thought has struck me that I should have done that, but that was more of I could do it to save paint, but I'm not sure if the paint can handle it. Actually, I think this is only my second painting with these colors, so that's good. It took me 2 paintings to know the most basic rule of using them. But you know, that just goes to show that sometimes you can do things your own way and the world doesn't end. Actually, I don't mind, because would I have diluted the paint, then the colors would have been much less bright. And we want a strong, colourful, eye-catching painting. That's what we deliver here, so it's all good. And these clouds, they're a good idea, but I just remade them quite a few times because I wasn't happy with them. I'm glad that you're here painting this with me. I like this concept. Maybe we can do it again if you like. Then be sure to let me know. As you can tell, I'm just winging it here, because I just want to see some progress. Sometimes you just can't wait for the perfect idea because it just doesn't exist. Alright, so we are nearly done with the painting. I just feel like it needs something more. Perhaps I'll add like a few animals, or maybe change the backdrop to a sunset, but that's a bit cheesy, so maybe not. I feel like it needs something more in the foreground, because that's just too simple at the moment. I need something to make it pop a bit more. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with it. It went from being nothing to this. And eventually I'm going to wrap it, but I need to finish up all the details first, after hearing what you have to say. So here is the finished painting, at least for now. If you have any suggestions on what to add to it, please drop them in the comments. I really enjoyed painting with you, and I hope to see you some other time.